Barely 3 months after the end of China's strict COVID-0 policy, the government has declared a decisive victory in the battle against the virus. President Xi Jinping presided over a meeting where officials said 200 million people had been treated for the virus, and the country's death rate was the lowest in the world. But analysts say China's COVID-19 data is suspiciously low. According to official figures, about 80,000 people have died nationwide from the virus, but researchers say the true tally may be more than 1 million.
That number, 1 million or more, that could be a much lower number if there was a better preparation and possibly better timing for the transition away from zero COVID.
Beijing's sudden easing of restrictions in December resulted in overwhelmed morgues and patient wards. Authorities only counted deaths that occurred in hospitals, an approach the World Health Organization says is inaccurate. The WHO has also cancelled a planned second-phase investigation into the origins of the pandemic, citing challenges in conducting the study. The United States Energy Department says the outbreak was most likely triggered by a laboratory leak. Beijing denies this and says the pandemic has been politicized.
The relevant parties should stop stir-frying the argument of a laboratory leak, stop vilifying China, and stop politicizing the issue of origin tracing.
As with the source of the pandemic, the true extent of the impact of China's recent wave of infections remains unknown.
This empty space used to be full of people queuing at coronavirus testing booths. At the height of the zero COVID policy, millions of people were tested in the capital every day. Single cases sparked neighborhood lockdowns. But the government did away with all of that at the end of last year, just as the country was experiencing an explosive outbreak.
In January, a government health official suggested 80% of China's 1.4 billion strong population had already been infected. Some experts believe this may have been the fastest spread of a respiratory pandemic virus in modern history. Katrina, Al Jazeera, Beijing.